You're at a crowded gathering. Across the room is someone you want to talk to. But instead of walking over, you stand perfectly still. Researchers observe this physical phenomenon constantly. They call it the silent freeze. Natural hand gestures vanish, posture locks up, every biological impulse to move forward and initiate a conversation simply shuts down. We often assume this total inability to act is rooted in a deep fear of a negative reception or social rejection. However, the International Studies of Cognitive Ontology, or ISCO, analyzed over 120,000 unscripted interactions to map the exact discrepancy between a person's intent to connect and their resulting inaction. The data identifies this paralysis as a sophisticated, involuntary mechanical glitch within the brain's operating system. This glitch is driven by behavioral perfectionism. When you spot a high-stakes target, your brain elevates that potential interaction to the status of a rare, fragile capital resource. This animated risk assessment scale illustrates the core cognitive error. Your brain misclassifies a minor action, like a stutter, as a catastrophic loss. This triggers a resource conservation strategy. The motor system receives an explicit command to halt entirely, preventing the waste of a high-value opportunity. The overwhelming demand to execute the perfect opening sequence creates a physical deadlock. The intense desire for perfection prevents performance entirely. The subject remains pinned by an internal demand for flawless execution that suppresses their physical momentum. Inside the mind of the frozen subject, the cognitive engine is redlining. Calculations and hypothetical scenarios race at top speed, while the physical body remains entirely static. This state, known as attentional capture, locks you in an endless loop of analyzing potential failures rather than executing actual strategies. Brute forcing your way out of this with willpower fails because the brain's prevention mechanisms are actively overriding the motor system's commands to move. Escaping this internal state requires irrefutable empirical evidence of competence to override the brain's theoretical anxieties. The override often begins with a secondary, low-pressure interaction. Someone else walks up, a third subject who holds zero high-stakes value for the person who is frozen. This conversation is fluid and unmonitored. There is genuine laughter and a complete absence of the pressure for flawless execution. Successfully completing this casual exchange serves a critical neurological function, generating success validation. This probability model dashboard shows how that validation operates. The interaction provides the brain with tangible proof of competence, bypassing the abstract fears constructed by the inner critic. The physiological aftermath is immediate. Anxiety dissipates as the subject experiences a measurable surge in perceived self-efficacy. This unpressured exchange certifies the subject's social skills, updating the internal probability model of success and dismantling the barriers preventing action. Armed with this updated internal model, we return to the original high-stakes target. The behavioral shift following the low-stakes success is dramatic. This shift is confidence activation. The brain reorients from a prevention focus, avoiding mistakes, to a promotion focus, which actively seeks out opportunities. We can map this on a logic flowchart. The brain reclassifies the primary high-stakes target from a threat to be managed into an opportunity to be seized. The physical motor inhibition is finally and fully released. The subject rapidly transitions from passive observation to decisive, approach-oriented engagement. The capacity for high-stakes action was present the entire time. It required authorization through validated success. These behavioral patterns extend far beyond social interactions. They apply across professional, creative, and societal hierarchies. The silent freeze is a universal, predictable glitch. It frequently traps society's most capable individuals in self-imposed holding patterns regarding their greatest aspirations. Highly effective societal actors overcome this inefficiency by engineering their environment. They do not wait for perfect timing or rely on innate bravery. They manufacture momentum. By purposefully seeking out lower-stakes challenges, they accumulate the micro-wins necessary to build the self-efficacy required for high-stakes execution. By systematically updating the brain's internal probability model through these validated successes, individuals can trigger the biological shift from prevention to promotion. In this framework,
Social courage is a mechanical state that anyone can manufacture.